Welcome back, warrior. We are reading chapter 20, Genesis chapter 26, by the way. I am not the epitome of health. Please do not think that I am. I would have put Nutella on this, but I had to go all the way upstairs, so I'm kind of lazy about that. So anyway, so this is what we get. But all this hiking, because I'm on level 8 incline, I can't even put my weights on. Yesterday, I was exhausted by like 3. And I was like, what is up? I think it's because I haven't been eating enough carbs to sustain all this hiking that I'm doing. So anyway, one of these is fine. So the Lord promises Isaac posterity as the stars of heaven in number. In his seed, all nations will be blessed. The Lord prospers Isaac temporally and spiritually for Abraham's sake. Isaac offers sacrifices. Esau marries Hittite wives to the sorrow of his parents. Okay. Okay, so this is kind of an interesting story here. Because it's very similar to what Abraham went through with his wife Sarah. Okay, so here we go. It's going to be fun. And there was a famine in the land beside the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went unto Abimelech, king of the Philistines, unto Gerar. And the Lord appeared unto him and said, Go not down into Egypt, to dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee. For unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy father. Okay, so he's just reaffirming the blessings that Abraham's getting back to Isaac, right? And I will take thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. Because that Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. And Isaac dwelt in Gerar. And the men of the place asked him of his wife. And he said, She is my sister. For he feared to say, She is my wife, lest, said he, the men of the place should kill me for Rebekah, because she was fair to look upon. How cute again, right? And it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out at a window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah, his wife. Ooh, sporting, whatever that means. And Abimelech called Isaac and said, Behold, of a surety she is thy wife. And how saidest thou, She is my sister? And Isaac said unto him, Because I said, Lest I die for her. And Abimelech said, What is this thou hast done unto us? One of the people might lightly have leaned with thy wife, and thou shouldest have brought guiltiness upon us. And Abimelech, these people back then were very honorable, apparently, right? And Abimelech charged all his people, saying, He that toucheth this man or his wife shall surely be put to death. Then Isaac showed in that land, and received in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. And the man waxed great, and went forward, and grew until he became very great. For he had possession of flocks, and possession of herds, and great store of servants. And the Philistines envied him. For all the wells which his father's servants had digged in the days of Abraham his father, the Philistines had stopped them, and filled them with earth. That's so annoying. Why would they do that? Right? Abraham was trying to serve the community, serve multiple communities by like placing little wells everywhere just to kind of help people, you know? But because people are, greedy, and they're like, well, no, because then that's going to stop our business. So then they would purposely put earth in all the wells to shut them up. Why? And this is just me speculating, okay? But this just makes sense because I'm a business person. Because they wanted to keep all the business for themselves, right? Like, how much hungrier or thirsty would you be if throughout your travel you had zero water, right? You would be more. And so you'd be willing to buy more once you get from one city to a different city, right? And so that's just the worst, that people try to do that. And like, what is it called when somebody is trying to be like the sole provider of something? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm a business person, but I can't remember that. Anyway, so I love entrepreneurship and stuff. And so sorry, I can't remember that word though, but it's not called capitalizing. It's called, hold on. It's like when they're hogging it all to themselves. It's called a monopoly. I should have remembered that. Okay. So anyway, they're trying to monopolize water and like shutting all those up. Anyway, and Abimelech said unto Isaac, go from us, for thou art much mightier than we. And Isaac departed thence and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar and dwelt there. Hold on. Okay, so Isaac digged again the wells of water. So Isaac departed thence, pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar and dwelt there. And Isaac digged again the wells of water, which they had digged in the days of Abraham his father, for the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham. And he called their names after the names by which his father had called them. And Isaac's servants digged in the valley and found there a well of springing water. And the herdmen of Gerar did strive with Isaac's herdmen, saying, the water is ours. And he called the name of the well Esek, because they strove with him. And they digged another well and strove for that also. And he called the name of it Sitnah. And he removed from thence and digged another well, and for that they strove not. And he called the name of it Rehoboth. And he said, for now the Lord hath made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land. And he went up from thence to Beersheba. And the Lord appeared unto him in the same night, and said, I am the God of Abraham thy father. Fear not, I am with thee, and will bless thee, and multiply thy seed for my servant Abraham's sake. And he builded an altar there, and called upon the name of the Lord, and pitched his tent there. And there Isaac's servants digged a well. So he has like 4 more wells now, so that's great. Then Abimelech went to him from Gerar, and Ahazuth, one of his friends, and Phicol, the chief captain of his army, by the way, really bad name. And Isaac said unto them, wherefore come ye to me, seeing ye hate me, and have sent me away from you? Okay, where is he? What is he doing with who? Anyways, I'm confused. And they said, we saw certainly that the Lord was with thee, and we said, let there be now an oath betwixt us, even betwixt us and thee, and let us make a covenant with thee, that thou wilt do us no hurt, as we have not touched thee, and as we have done unto thee nothing but good, and have sent thee away in peace. Thou art now the blessed of the Lord. And he made them a feast, and they did eat and drink, and they rose up betimes in the morning, and sware one to another. And Isaac sent them away, and they departed from him in peace. And it came to pass the same day that Isaac's servants came and told him concerning the well which they had digged, and said unto him, we have found water. And he called it Sheba. Therefore the name of the city is Beersheba unto this day. And Esau was 40 years old when he took to wife Judith, the daughter of Beri the Hittite, and Bashemeth, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, which were a grief of mind unto Isaac and to Rebekah. Don't be taking more wives. Ugh. See, grief of mind. Grief of mind. Interesting that it was to Isaac and Rebekah, because Jacob, or what happened, which were a grief of mind to Isaac and to Rebekah. So what happened to Esau and Jacob and Esau? What happened to Jacob and Esau? Where are they at with all this? And okay, yep. Esau took two wives, and they were Hittite women, and that's why it was grief unto Isaac and Rebekah. So yeah, Judith, the daughter of Beri the Hittite. So yeah, that was what made them sad, because he wasn't supposed to take the wives from Hittites, right? They were supposed to take wives from other peeps. Okay, let's see. So we just finished repeating. Let's just find a couple of the quotes. Okay, hold on. Something that's kind of fun is that Beersheba well It's also now known as, or later Isaac called it the Well of the Oath. And if you were to go to Israel today, you could visit the Tell of Beersheba. In archaeology, a tell is a mound with a settlement under it, or ancient dwelling place that has been covered with dirt. The dirt is then removed to reveal ancient walls, foundations, roads, structures, etc. This was the perfect place for Isaac to go because it could put him in the right frame of mind and he could act as his great father had. And then, of course, Abimelech then comes to Isaac to make a covenant, and they did. Rather than continuing the fight, they swear one to another. So that's good. Okay, in Esau's marriage outside of the covenant, his heart was not upon the covenants available to him. So how could he lead Abraham's family? This helps us understand what it meant when he despised his birthright. Esau's heart was upon what he wanted, not what would bring eternal reward. And this brought grief of mind to Isaac and Rebekah. In contrast, his brother Jacob will go to great effort to find a wife within the covenant. Of course, and then what's really sad about Jacob's situation. Later, we will chat about that. This story can be puzzling. Isaac was old and his eyes were dim. Isaac intended to give Esau... Oh, never mind. Hold on. That is for chapter 27. Okay, so now we will read our Read It, Live It. Chapter 25 to 20. Chapter 25 and 26 says, "If it be so, why am I thus?" And she went to inquire of the Lord, and the Lord said... Okay, so Rebekah felt trouble stirring, so she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord answered... Each of us can live in that same kind of relationship with him. It's so true, we can. If something troubles you, inquire of the Lord. All right, until Genesis chapter 27, stay strong, warrior.